Hi, my name is Kerry. I'm a maternity and neonatal champion for Staffordshire and Stoke-on-Trent. I am a mum of two, a stepmom to one, and I am sharing my maternal mental health journey for this year's Maternal Mental Health Awareness Week. I became a first-time mum just as the country went into lockdown, and I was pregnant with my second by the end of 2022. The pregnancy was okay. I had nausea and the usual fatigue of the first trimester, but I was coping. However, underneath, the anxiety had started to bubble. I started worrying that something was going to happen to the pregnancy, to the baby, to me. I was coping, but only just. The first pregnancy I had was pretty straightforward, even though I was classed as high risk. And the second pregnancy was just polar opposite. I had nausea until the day he was born. I had episodes of blood clots, one in my lung, one in my leg. I had fatigue and I kept getting horrific outbreaks of hives. Everything was taking a toll on my physical and mental health. Unfortunately, the anxiety and the intrusive thoughts were growing. They were happening daily. I was thinking that something was going to go wrong. I was trying to do everything right in the pregnancy, but it never felt like it was enough. When the anxiety got too overwhelming, I did speak to my community midwife about it, and we made the decision to refer me into the perinatal mental health service. I was accepted into the service and went over to the parent and baby unit in Stoke for an assessment with my allocated care coordinator. And we were working together, devising a plan of what our next steps would be, when my son had other ideas. He was born 9 weeks premature, and we spent 65 days in the neonatal intensive care units of both Royal Stoke and the Princess Royal in Telford. Of his stay in Telford, I spent 43 of those days with him, away from my husband, away from my other children, and it took its toll. So due to everything that we've been through, I now have birth trauma as well. From the moment I was referred into the perinatal mental health services to this day, my care coordinator has been there every step of the way. We've worked together at my pace, coming up with my treatment options and the next steps. I was also under a second mental health service to make sure I got the right care from the right people at the right time. I lost myself. I lost Kerry. I lost any sense of who I was or where I was going. The anxiety overtook me. Then my son's premature birth and our stay in neonatal intensive care just heightened everything again. Slowly but surely, I am rediscovering myself. I've started doing activities again that I used to enjoy, and I've even pushed myself to start new activities and meet new friends. I work daily on my anxiety and the birth trauma, and some days are easier than others, but I've got the skills that I learned through therapy to get me through and keep me on track. I'm still working with the parent and baby unit, and I honestly don't know where I would be if it wasn't for the care and compassion of all the nurses and the therapists and consultants that I've had working with me. I saw a quote in the parent and baby unit that's always stuck with me. A flamingo loses its colour during parenthood because the process is so intensive, but eventually their pink comes back. So if you ever feel like you've lost yourself to parenthood, just remember that your pink will come back. So this is me. This is Kerry. I have lost myself and I'm not ashamed to admit it, but I'm fighting my way back. I'm rediscovering the woman that I was, but also discovering the woman that I now am, having gone through everything that I have.